Hello, welcome to Centurion Corner, and today we are doing another hangout video. And what a hangout it is. I've actually been off this week, even though you probably think, wow, you haven't done a lot of content this week, but I've just been kind of enjoying myself, not in that way, but just enjoying myself in a kind of just laid back and really sort of just taking in what I have. And it's just been a really nice time, actually, especially as it's coming to the end of the year. So so what I've been doing is just gone away and actually doing some customs. We've actually got some Marvel Legends here. Normally it's all Marvel Legends or it's all Star Wars, so there is a little bit of a mix here. So I've actually gone away and just enjoyed just getting some of the stuff that's been in the fodder box for a long time and then just bringing it there. There's no point actually physically doing any of these on the actual channel itself as one video each. There's no point whatsoever because they're just quite easy repaints. So first of all, I've been away. We got this guy at the beginning of the week and I've done his review as well, and one of his letdowns was actually his gun. It was done in that gun grey horrible plastic, so I've actually gone away and actually painted it up. So it's all in a matte black, all the reds in the right place, and I put on that kind of sort of like burnt out part at the end there where the laser's been chunking it down. And yeah, it just really pops that figure out. You know, it's the last detail that this guy really needs on there, and I think it works really well. It looks really nice, and try and get it into focus there for you without the other guys. There we go. So yeah, and that's it really. Nothing else really needs doing to this guy at all, in my opinion. And yeah, just that extra gun there just adds that extra detail to him. So yeah, just a quick 5-minute job on that one, and I have done that. Next up, well, I did have Bly, didn't I? I had Bly for a long time because I was going to do Apo, and then I decided, well, I get the bootleg Apo, and then I would do Bo, and then they did a Bo bootleg. Someone actually said Veal or something like that. I could do a custom for him, but lo and behold, I reckon even the bootlegs might even do that if they carry on doing the 501st. So this is actually Bly, and I've turned him into a Star Corps grunt. Just taking out his sort of like binocular part on there, and just literally just putting him down to all yellow. So yellow on here, whitened his legs, and yellow sort of parts on his arms around all on there. I had to use a few yellows because I weren't too sure, but now we can actually bring in Bly as well. So we've got his grunt, and then we've got Commander Divis as well. So we have quite a few sort of Star Corps coming into line. So yeah, I'm really glad to actually add this one onto the shelf as well, and it's turned out fine and well. It's quite an easy custom if you actually find a Bly nice and cheap, because literally just repainting over that part. I did acetone off all this yellow around on his helmet. Actually, I think I acetoned the whole lot off rather than repainting it. I should have put the stripes on there. Silly me, I forgot. But yeah, but lo and behold, here he is, and all complete until I add those stripes back on. Maybe you'll see that on Instagram at another time. So next custom I have done this week. This guy is based on the G.I. Joe Crimson Guard. This one as well is still slightly not complete. There's a lot of other paints that you can see popping through. I can see a lot of blue and stuff, because this guy, he didn't start off as a phase 1 shiny. This one was actually one that's been on the channel before, and it was the Agent Carter Stormtrooper. I'll put a picture up here on the side, and I just didn't like it. Actually, that custom was the one that put me off painting clones. I just had so much trouble with the paint applying to it, and each paint I used was just goddamn awful. Like, I hated it. I just hated painting. It just put me right away. So now I've gone back into some painting. I've got better skills and stuff. I tried acetoning all the paintwork off, and obviously it was completely covered in paint. It didn't do the figure justice, to be honest. It really started burning away. It started burning all the detail marks and stuff. So I just thought I'm going to just put it in a red over the top of it. I did use flat red, but it didn't look right, so then I went over it with the normal red, and then gave it a nice matte kind of finish with the spray. So he's done the silver up here, silver here, around the side. He's actually got Boba Fett's kind of sort of like Wookiee braids down here for his kind of like Admiral sort of thing. Silvered off this bit, black bill. It's got his little gun already that he already had, silver stripes down the legs on either side, and I kind of done the riveted buttons around to sort of give off that kind of uniform look. He has a Cobra sign and stuff on there. Obviously I'm not that great at doing details that small, and I tried my best attempt at doing the Cobra on there. Maybe I could have made it a bit better, but I was sort of like, I'm happy with that and I don't want to move it anymore. So I kind of left it as that. But yeah, I'm kind of happy how he turned out. He's looking pretty cool. I've done all the silver around on these bits as well, up the top there. And I actually gave him the gun that I gave for the my ARC trooper, the Spitfire guy. I thought it'd be quite nice to give him a sort of like a browned off rifle and stuff on there. So yeah, I think he's turned out alright. I prefer him now than I did before, but you'll see that there's a lot of this blue stuff around, because when I did the acetone it fully melted the figure down. You can see around on here as well, so I still need to do a little bit more black details around to finish him off, but lo and behold, he is pretty ready for shelf worthy as well. And then next up from the fodder box, this guy has sat in there for a long time because I wanted to do this custom as soon as I got him, and thanks to Ozzy from Force One Collectibles, he actually Force One Figures, sorry, on Instagram, who supplied Darth Maul the other day. He actually got this for my birthday, which was the Kenner version of Greedo, and I just wanted to paint him up to make him a background kind of Rhodian. And in Phantom Menace, there is a kind of I think like in the pod where all the pits are and stuff, and they're going to go and do the races and stuff, the pod racing part. There's a guy in there called Pax Bonkik. It's quite a funny name, but I think I said it right as well. But yeah, he's just a background Rhodian that's there, and I gave him Han Solo's jacket, and then painted him all in this sort of like green or blue off here, and a flat blue on there. Repainted his head as well, gave him a bit more of a Rhodian kind of looking colour, and on his hands and stuff as well. So yeah, it's just sort of finished off this little figure, little brown shoes as well. And yeah, it's just another figure to add to the shelf, isn't it? It's just like another background alien that doesn't look out of place, doesn't look like a cheap toy Kenner figure now. It's actually one that sits in the background and looking pretty cool, and I'm quite happy how the paint and everything has come out as well. And then last here we have is Black Widow from Marvel Legends. This is the 5th original retro MCU figure that I need. So obviously I don't collect the MCU, I collect retro line. So I got Hawkeye, got Thor, got Hulk, Captain America, and now I've got Black Widow. And yeah, she's looking really cool. Thanks to Callum as well from SKAPARI. He eagle-eyed this one out for me. It was a loose figure in his local shop, and yeah, he picked it up for me while I send him over the PayPal thing. So yeah, it's actually a really nice figure. I've actually glued this belt into place because it was really annoying, but yeah, the articulation on there is not too bad. I have changed over her torso on this part. The original torso was this one. I just kind of didn't like the full black costume, and this actual torso part was from the new release, or the retro black cat figure. So I kind of gave that to kind of gives off, you know, like the bit more bare skin, bigger bosoms, who doesn't, you know. But to this one, where it's so black all the way up here, her neck kind of just looked like it was sat on her shoulders and stuff. So yeah, I mean, she doesn't actually turn left or right, and she didn't actually turn much in this one either, because of the hair is so like a hard sculpt that it's all over her shoulders and over her back as well. Arm wise, I kind of need to modify a little bit more, because the pin that goes into the actual torso, it's a bit thin, so her arms are a little bit loose when they're sort of hanging down, unfortunately. So when they're hanging up, a little bit better. So she's got full rotation around in the arms, they can come up this far as well, rotation at the elbow and a single elbow joint as well, rotation at the wrist, and they're also on a hinge. Her legs can come up this way, forward, back, upper thigh rotation there. You've got a double knee joint that comes up this far, and a rocker and a pivot at the ankle, and a crunch can go forward this way and more so back, so we can get some nice sort of flying poses coming down as she's shooting. And she comes with these kind of little Luger kind of pistols there, not too bad, but I think I might change them over for the other pistols that come with the other Black Widow, kind of the small little PPKs. So yeah, looking pretty cool, and we're just glad to add this one to the shelf and finish off that collection for sure. So yeah, all in all, not a bad week in kind of customizing wise and stuff. I have done another custom as well, and I'll probably will do a video a little bit later in the week. I kind of want to put them all together to do a reveal for that one as well. I've got Ghost Rider on the way, and I've got the 3-pack Daredevil pack as that is also on the way as well. Thanks to the Royal Mail strikes, I thought I'd do a bit of retail therapy this week, but lo and behold, they haven't come, so I've had to sort of hold off. And then the last but no means least, we bring back Leonardo. I've actually gone off and actually repainted his arms and stuff on here, giving him a little bit better paint job on the blue that was left before, and whitened off his belt. So he's been a bit more tidied up, shall we say. He's not going to stand. Yes, he is. So I did ask for you guys to rename this guy. There weren't a lot of sort of inputs on there, but I'm going to go for Bontacular Productions, and he come up with Leonardo. So I guess it's not too much a mix on the name, but I kind of like it. I like the way he spelt it, and it's a really good reminiscence for this guy. So that brings me right to the end of the hangout, really. I still have one last guy. Still have this phase 1. He's going to join my 618th Battalion alongside Commander Bezel on this one. And this guy is actually going to be a sniper. So he's going to have the kind of binoculars on here on this one, and also a blaster that I think come with Baroness the other day. She had an amazing sniper to go with it. And he's going to be called Split, and the reason for him being called Split is because one half is going to be blue, one half is going to be red. Not going to be like completely that colour, but maybe like a blue line up here, a red shoulder pad, and some other bits and all that. So if you're good at designing clone troopers, because my inspiration at the moment is absolutely nothing, but if you've got that kind of sort of like thing where you want to sort of paint or send me a picture of a clone trooper that you design, and I'll paint it onto this guy. Has to be red and blue, left blue, right red, and yeah, just send a picture to me on Instagram, which is in the description down below. And if I like one of the kind of concepts that you do, then I'll happily paint it on there. So thank you all so much for joining me on this week. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, ding the bell, follow me on Instagram, where you won't miss out any more videos. And next time, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.